So welcome to my second video. In the second video, we want to learn something about matrix multiplication. We want to use Matlab as again as a calculator, but in this case for more complex calculations. So meaning that, for example, in math you have a problem that you need to solve, and by that you need to multiply matrices with each other, and that's what we're looking now. The first tutorial was about just calculation, simple stuff like simple scalars, 75 times 9. Then you define variables named A, B, C, D, E, and D, and then we got the results, and from that on we could continue to calculate. But in this case, we want to go to a second tutorial, which will be again starting with clear all and CLC. We will name it so that we have, if we open it, we have a better understanding of what we are doing. We can again define our variables, and here we have a specific problem that we can look at. We have three matrices, and what we want to solve is the multiplication of AB, BA, BC, and CB, and just use this in Matlab, and that's a given problem, and we want to define variables in order to firstly have them in our code. So what we're doing is you're always putting a space in order to get a new column, and we're using a semicolon in order to get a new row. So we're starting by -3, 1, -3, and 5, and then we put a semicolon in order to get a new row, and then we put 0 to 1. I will show you what I mean. So if we run it, we have 1, -3, 5, and 0 to 1 for the second row, and we could continue this and add more rows with each semicolon. Obviously, we always need to put 3, or it won't work. So actually, we have defined A from our given problem. Then we look at B. It's 214, semicolon to get a new row, 0, 2, 2, and 4, 3, 2. So that's our B. And C is 1, -3, 7, -2, 3, 1, and 3, 5, 5. And we should get our C exactly, and then we put a semicolon. What you need to know is that we can add more spaces. That won't change anything. We can, instead of a space, we can just put a comma. It won't change anything. And I think it's easiest and looks the best if we just put a space always. Then we have A, B, C. We see the space in between, and then we have all three variables. So what we want to do now, calculations. We want to get the results for the given task. It's A times B. So we say, okay, results 1 is just A times B, and as we see, this works, and we can get the results. Results 2 will be B times A, which we will see from the tasks, and we can run it quickly, but it won't work. But this is also according to the solution, because we have different dimensions. These dimensions we can see if we look at the two matrices. The first one is 2 times 3, and the other one is 3 times 3. So if we put A times B, that works. B times A doesn't work. So we put a comment, does not work due to different sizes. Different sizes. So we can focus on the third one, which will be b times c, which works. And the last one will be c times b. We hope also that this will work. And yes, it will work. So we quickly just can put in our code the matrix multiplication. We can check if this works or not pretty easily just by multiplying it. And then we quickly get the results. We have it here on the side. And now we can do some other stuff like plotting or more calculations. But for this tutorial, that's it. We just had a specific problem we should solve. We have different options. We can solve it in the calculator, we can solve it in Excel or something else. But I think it's just easy to show that we can also use it in Matlab, because Matlab can do so much more. And we always have it on the computer and can use it quickly. So thanks for listening, and I hope to see you in the next video.